Kerr jokingly celebrates Draymond passing MJ on three-point list. Draymond Green's lone three-pointer in the Warriors' 120-101 win over the Houston Rockets on Saturday night at Chase Center was historic. Green now has drained the 322nd most three-pointers in NBA history. That might not sound very impressive at first, but with his three-pointer Saturday night, Green passed Michael Jordan on the NBA's all-time three-point list. Yes, that Michael Jordan. The greatest player in the history of basketball, who averaged 30.1 points per game throughout his 15-year career, sits behind a player who has averaged just 8.7 points per game in his career. Oddly enough, Green has a career average of 2.6 three-point attempts per game compared to Jordan's 1.7. You know what they say, shooters shoot. After the game, NBC Sports Bay Area's Dalton Johnson asked Kerr about Green passing his former Chicago Bulls teammate, to which Kerr initially was surprised by the news and had a good laugh about the odd stat. "That's good, I like that," Kerr said, laughing. "That's a random stat, but yeah, we'll celebrate that. I'll go down and toast Draymond downstairs." Almost 1 year to the day that Warriors teammate Steph Curry passed Ray Allen for first on the NBA's all-time three-point record, Green, ever so slightly, closed the gap. "Watch your back, Steph, here comes Green." Warriors feast early and deep, put away Rockets 120-101 as home win streak hits 10. The Golden State Warriors didn't look like a sluggish team on the second night of back-to-back games on Saturday against the Houston Rockets at Chase Center. They turned up the pressure quickly on Houston in a 120-101 win, only letting off the gas in brief stints. Golden State never trailed and led by 25 points early in the second quarter. The Warriors improved to 13-11 this season and 11-1 at Chase Center this season with the win. Andrew Wiggins finished with a season-high 36 points on 14 of 19 shooting and tied a career high with 8 three-pointers. 17 of those points and 5 of those threes came in the third quarter alone, helping the Warriors take a 14-point lead into the fourth. Wiggins, who signed a lucrative contract extension to remain with Golden State during the summer, is shooting a career-best 44.9% from deep through 22 games this season. Stephen Curry had 30 points and 10 assists despite tweaking his ankle on a layup attempt late in the third quarter, yet remaining in the game. Klay Thompson was held out of Saturday's game, still encouraged by the Warriors' medical staff to take nights off as a precautionary measure for his right Achilles. But no one else was listed on the injury report except veteran forward Andre Iguodala, who has yet to appear in a regular season game. Since Thompson didn't play, Jordan Poole made his fifth start this season. The 23-year-old followed up his 30-point performance on Friday night against the Chicago Bulls with 21 points and 5 assists in 28 minutes. Poole continues to improve as a distributor this season throughout the game. The best came with 7:38 left in the second quarter, when he beat Houston's Garrison Matthews off the dribble, drew a pair of defenders, then threw a no-look pass to a cutting Jonathan Kuminga at the rim for an easy dunk. He also seemingly rolled his ankle with 3:52 left in the fourth quarter, but walked off the court under his own power during the ensuing timeout and ultimately stayed in the game. The Warriors made their first 6 shots of the game against Houston, including a trio of treys from Wiggins, Poole, and Draymond Green, which allowed them to race out to a 15-2 lead with 8:53 left in the opening period. That efficient shooting and quality defense carried over into the second quarter, as Golden State built a 25-point lead with 7:37 to go until halftime. After committing 0 turnovers in the first quarter, the Warriors threw it away 6 times in the second and fouls began to pile up. That allowed Houston to trim what was once a 25-point deficit down to 16 at halftime. The Rockets wound up outscoring Golden State 28-26 in the third to make it a 14-point game entering the fourth.